So how can you get started in wholesaling? Wholesaling is an amazing business. You can make a lot of money without having a lot of knowledge or a lot of skill. So, I started doing some research, started looking around, and realized that where I was living at was, the perfect spot to start, just because of the absolute growth in this area. You can probably see here in the background a gigantic mill. The mill's been here for about 100 years. It was abandoned for a long time, and for the longest time, not many people were doing anything with it. It stayed abandoned, just like this one behind me. This place right here has been, abandoned for many, many years. It's called the Trenton Mill. There's another one. There's a Coca-Cola factory actually right behind me. The sun might be too bright to be able to see it. But as time went on, that place got redeveloped. People started pouring money into there, and a lot of investors started coming here into my small town. And with that progression, other people started coming in and spending more money. The city where I live in decided to even build a stadium. It's like $30 million that they're spending on this stadium, and they're doing it in order to bring investors in here and bring up the property values, bring more money back into the community. Now with that is a wholesaler's dream come true, because now every piece of property around here is looking for an investor. All of the basically the motivated sellers are in this community trying to get rid of these properties that are otherwise dilapidated. They're in really bad shape. So those are opportunities for you to help them get out of a lot of the properties that are in this area, or any other area that you live in that might be going through the same, developmental changes. So what does that mean for you? What it means is that you can wholesale anywhere and basically anything. Check out this property right here. We picked this one up on. It's been a little bit of a hard move because this is kind of a specialty property. Anybody that has, some historic experience might be able to pick this up and, fully restore it to its full potential. But it's going to take quite a bit of money, and it's a long project. It's pretty destroyed. But again, there goes that factory over there. That place was, abandoned for years. Nobody even wanted to buy it. Nobody wanted to do anything with it. And now it's a luxury apartment complex. This side right here is still under development, so it's actually the last part. But places of economic development are great. Are they absolutely necessary? No, because there's small towns that aren't even going through this type of development that you could still make quite a bit of money. A house like this, again, these are your specialty properties. This is pretty tore up, but in different areas that don't have a lot of economic activity going, you can definitely wholesale. But you're more likely to succeed because there's buyers actively looking for deals. City's actually paying $240,000 to bring that old water tower down. They were thinking about repairing it, but because it was so old and it posed a danger to all the neighbors, they decided it was cheaper to just bring it down, because it was going to cost like $400,000 every 10 years to try to keep it up. The main thing is knowing your market. Knowing your market is ridiculously important, especially when it comes to wholesaling. Because if you don't know where you're investing your money, you don't know where other people might want to invest their money, then you're not understanding what your purpose is as a wholesaler. Because you're solving two problems. You're solving the seller's problem, that they need to get rid of a property, and you're solving the investor's problem, which is they need to find the property to invest their money. So do some research on your city, town, or county and find out where the money is going. Where are people buying houses? Where are investors buying houses? what do investors want to invest their money into? For instance, this is a house, actually it was my appointment today, but they stood me up. This house, they're trying to get rid of it because unfortunately their father is having some medical issues and can no longer live in the home by himself. So he's going to move in with his daughter. And obviously his daughter, she don't have the money to, keep up with the property. It's still a pretty clean little house. But they're going to want to get rid of it. That way they can use that money to help with the care of their father, which is a great idea. I mean, he bought the house to live in it. It's serving a purpose now to help him with his, the remaining years of his life. So you're solving problems, you're helping people out, and you definitely want to understand, if we do pull this property up on the contract, are we able to sell it? Are we able to solve the seller's problem? In this case, yes, this neighborhood right here is, prime target for a lot of investors. They're buying houses in here. This is more of a rental area, but this would make a great addition to somebody's rental portfolio. It's in great shape. It looks like, it has new windows, has a good roof. So this would definitely be a great opportunity for, somebody pick it up and find, this is a great opportunity for any wholesaler because, you're going to pick it up, solve the problem for the seller that they need money to take care of their father, and then you're going to solve the investor's problem that he needs another investment property. So get to know your market, do some research on your market. It's pretty easy. You can either just drive around and take a look at your neighborhoods, see where you see investors flipping properties, houses under construction, and that's how you'll be more successful. You'll definitely get more traction. If you're looking for your first deal, you'll find it, and you'll be able to find people who are interested in buying these properties. Just to give you an example, here goes some flip activity right here. This guy, I'm not sure how much he bought the house for. I was just driving around looking around to see if I could find anything that's currently under construction, and this is a prime example of what you'll find around here. This house is currently being flipped. They're doing a full renovation on it. So calling people like him to join your buyers list is a great idea. Even right across the street, I actually recognize this house. It was a flip done probably about 6 months ago, and they already sold it. The guy who bought it, we reached out to him, and he's currently on our buyers list as well. So these are examples of things you want to look out for, especially in your market. Even if you don't have a lot of economic growth, if you see guys flipping, that means there's money to be made.